Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for November 2020. Check out the description box for the meanings of the planetary placements. I work with astrology, with Western astrology, and I work mainly with the tarot, and I use occasional other divinationary methods. I don't think that's a word. Sorry. I am having a German channel and an English speaking channel, so I do this in German and in English. If you're an English speaker, then you're good here, and if you're a German speaker, if you wanna also check out my German content, I split up the channels into 2 languages, and you can find the link in the description box, as everything else in the description box concerning private readings. If you have a question, then please ask in the comments, and I ask you very, very much and very dearly to please like and subscribe and comment, because I really am working hard on spreading these videos on the English algorithm on YouTube, and I do this actually for a couple of years, but mainly I do it in German, and I started doing the readings more regularly in English. And I really ask you to please share if you like my channel, and to leave me a like and a comment, because it would help me a lot to spread the videos in the algorithm. Thank you. So yeah, your video last month was actually the reason why it got spread a lot, and I got a lot of subscribers from Capricorn readings. So thank you so much, Capricorns. You are now officially my favorites. And that's because you're also the top of the zodiac, so you're used to that. You used to be on top. Anyways, thanks so much for the support from the last video. I was really psyched and I was really excited seeing a video going up. I'm just cleaning the energy a little bit here, and we will look into the astrology, and we will look into the cards. So yeah, finally, a couple of planets are going direct again. What's wonderful is I think Mars is going direct, which is a relief, because maybe in areas of your life where you felt like you're stuck, or you know where you want to go, but for some reason you can't go there, and something is holding you back, and that creates a lot of anger and a lot of frustration. That might get better now after November 14th. Then we have Mercury going direct again after Mercury retrograde in Libra, and it's going direct on the 3rd, which is also a relief for all the cardinal signs, because you as a cardinal sign also squared that aspect, so it was a hard aspect on you. So things in general are gonna go a little smoother in November, I think. And we do have Neptune going direct, which is a really big deal, I think, because first of all, it was retrograde since June 23rd. It has been retrograde, and it is really some thing that asked us to check on our dreams. So Neptune going retrograde in Pisces might have had some of us in a little bit of illusionary wonderland, if you know what I mean. And now we have a better understanding what of our dreams are actually accurate to put into reality, I think. And it will be interesting when Neptune, I mean, that's gonna take a while, but when Neptune moves into Aries, because Neptune is a very slow moving planet, and it's hanging out in Pisces for a long time now. So it will be interesting how to really initiate those later. But now, again, is a time to have a better understanding. What about my dreams is actually just an illusion, because there are these moments where we go to these places, and what is actually something that we can trust, within yourselves, within ourselves. And also when it comes to maybe not understanding our full potential, holding ourselves back from dreaming, can be happening as well here with Neptune going retrograde. But good news, it's going direct again on the 29th after a couple of months, so that's a good thing. Mercury, Venus is moving into Scorpio, so this is an intense thing when it comes to love and relationships, because it might force us to go really, really deep and transform from a very deep level of consciousness to move forward. But it can be also very interesting, especially sexually. Very. So yeah, it's a good time to have an intense sexual connection with a person that can be very transformative and deep. So if you're in a partnership, then it's a good time to explore. So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff happening. Also a lot of, couple of squares that are happening with you, Capricorn, but you're so used to it. I'm not gonna go into it. And I talk more about that in the weekly readings, so join me on the weekly lives on Sundays. All right, let's look at the cards. Ooh, 6 of Cups, I like it. We have a 5 of Pentacles, not my favorite. 8 of Cups, it's pretty good. I'm using this deck because it's very Halloweenish and Scorpio season. So, you know, it's deep. It's deep, deep, deep. I want to pull more cards, which is interesting. Oh, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. Wow, okay, Scorpio. Let's look at this, check this out. The moon is here. So this is gonna be intense. I'm warning you, this month for you will bring a lot of moon energy, and I already told people in other readings, the Scorpio new moon and the Gemini full moon this month, mid-month and end of the month, is a hell of a combination. Because that's 2 very intense signs. So there might be very intense revelations when it comes to love, especially for you. You have the Ace of Cups here. But in general, when it comes to what is fulfilling for you, what is a new path, when it comes to love, when it comes to maybe even also a job opportunity or career opportunity that is maybe more emotionally fulfilling for you, and where do you trust yourself and how does it feel? It's really important to step into this month with, I think, some sort of childlike, innocent way of experiencing things on an emotional level. So this is the 6 of Cups for me. In this deck especially, it's a very playful energy and there's more people involved. So if you go back to a situation in your childhood, because the 6 of Cups often asks us to go back to our childhood to look for answers or for emotional analogies, I want to say. I think entering this month, there is a moment of you being asked to find a feeling within yourself that says trust, that helps you trust in a situation. And I think even though it might lead you for a second into a moment of into this annoying moment of 5 of Pentacles, you know, and this is just my least favorite card because it hits personally. The 5 of Cups is this card of, nowadays you would probably say the imposter syndrome card. Like, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, why is it not for me, why are things not happening for me, why is it so hard, why is it such a struggle, why, victim mentality, all those kind of things. I think for some reason this is coming up mid-month and probably around the full moon, or new moon, I'm sorry, in Scorpio, and I do think it has to do about deep transformation when it comes to love, because Venus then is moving into Scorpio a little later. you might not notice how people, even though you think you are not noticed, you might not notice how people are actually watching you. And you understand, because this is another reading where there's no timeline with the cards. There is more a topic that is present in the moment. That is the Five of Pentacles here. There is a feeling of, I'm not seen, I'm not heard. Why am I not maybe getting the attention? Why am I not getting the romantic attention, maybe even though I know there is love for me, I know there is a new emotional way for me, I know how to trust myself, I've learned all that, I'm bringing that into this month, and there again it is this feeling of not being able to shake this left out kind of moment. But do you see this? This card is brilliant, because this person here, this creature, feels left out, very innocent with the white, and then there's this huge eye spying, looking. And I think this is really what's going on. There's people watching you, there's people looking, but they are not communicating. They are not communicating their feelings, they are not opening up, they maybe have imposter syndrome themselves and they're like, I'm not good enough. That's often the King of Cups or Knight of Cups in reverse. Or it is telling you everything you want to hear. Also careful with people coming in telling you everything you want to hear, and then drawing back emotionally. I think you're so done with this. I think after the full moon, I think you're just like, I'm so done. I'm so done with this dance. And this is full moon in Gemini, and there's these two people dancing. I mean, I cannot make this up, you guys. Because the moon card is really not about two people dancing as marionettes normally, but in this deck they are. So I think you're just so the full moon will help you being so done with this, and especially when it comes to communication with people, and not communicating and not opening up, people not opening up, like this Knight of Cups in reverse. And with the Eight of Cups, I think you're just like walking away, and you're just like, thanks but no thanks. And it's gonna be easy. I think it's gonna be easy because you're just you worked so hard on understanding what that means. You know, what does it mean to feel emotionally safe, to feel secure, to feel you can trust the situation. You worked so hard on really believing in this new path, in this new path of love. So once you get even just like a tiny sense of that moment here, where people look at you, but you can tell at the same time they give you the feeling of you not being enough, or you being left out, you're just like, no, I'm done. Okay. Let's pull another card here. Sword. Yeah. It's Eight of Cups. I love that this Eight of Cups is here, because she's so determined. She's just like, this is too confusing, you know. And the Eight of Cups, because it's interesting in this card, this 1 cup here and 7 cups here, and she's saying to this whole situation of the 7 of Cups, and in the tarot in general, the 7 of Cups is exactly about this feeling of confusion, not knowing where you stand, not knowing what is real, not knowing not knowing where you're at with a person or with a situation. Can be all kinds of situations: love, new project, job. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo, because there was a strong Knight of Cups indication in the last month Leo reading. So let's see what an overall energy for you here is. Ooh, Five of Swords, you're cutting it out. And Six of Swords, moving on. Wow, exploring, really cutting it out, even though it might feel like a little bit of loss here. But with the Five of Swords, it's really finding that a little bit of a brutal energy to cut something loose, to go for the win and not care about hurting also people. And I think this, yeah, this should be the energy that you're applying now to people who are giving you that feeling of not enough, or where you feel like, I mean, nobody can actually give you a feeling. That's something that I want to correct, but because that in itself is problematic, that people have so much power over you. But there is an element of being triggered by people pretending, I would say people pretending to not recognize you, or not see you, or not give you the value that you think you deserve, and it does something to you. And I think you're just about ready to be very intensely confident about cutting that out. And even if it's a little bit of a life and death kind of energy. So, and it's with the Scorpio energy that is about death. So letting go of things, so there can be a new ground for new things to grow. And you know what you want to grow. You know how you want things to feel. Playful, honest, open, kind, gentle. And you're going to find it. You're looking for it. This is the Science card. This is the, I'm going to explore. I'm going to go into the unknown. If I haven't found it yet, then this is where I'm going to go. I obviously have to do things differently, because so far I haven't found the thing that I was looking for. And now I'm going to go on a search and on a quest to find it. Wow, this moon is going to do its job. And Gemini, let's not forget that the Gemini full moon, Gemini in tarot is the Lover's card. So it is about trusting the self and finding this, understanding the duality of things, but at the same time trusting the higher self. It's very much Gemini card. These three cards is so interesting. In the other readings, in the Sagittarius reading, also 3 cards came out. Well, this is very much, I think, a romantic indication. We have Seduction, Flirtation, and Quarrel. So we have Jupiter in Pisces, which is Seduction. We have Flirtation, which is Venus in Sagittarius. I like that. And maybe there was this, and I remember your reading, you guys had some strong romantic energy with the Magic Carpet Ride reading. So there is tension coming up now, especially with the Mars in Cancer. And there is, at the same time, a push and pull element here. I mean, that's very strong here. So Let's see. I think what you're looking for is not necessarily a situation where there is no tension at all, because sometimes there is quarrel, and at the same time Mars in Cancer, it's just Cancer is very caring and very loving, and I think when Mars comes into Cancer, it's a lot about wanting something and at the same time maybe even not being able to give, because Cancer knows very well what they can give and what not. So I'm checking your squares because there's a couple of them. Venus in Libra squaring Pluto in your sign. Well, around the 15th, around the new moon in Scorpio, it's gonna get real. If you're in a love relationship, or if you're in love situation, love interest situation, where things start to go a little, you know, off the rails, this is the moment where you'll know. Because Jupiter, also Libra in Venus in Libra is also squaring Jupiter in your sign, and Venus is always about love, and Jupiter is about growth and expansion, and about, actually it's a lucky planet. So there is a lot of Venus in Libra energy squaring you this month, which means there's a lot of tension when it comes to sensual, romantic love relationships. That's Venus. And when it comes to your growth, your transformation, it's very deep with those 3 planets still in your sign, and it tests again, where can you actually grow when it comes to deep love relationships, and how can this manifest? And you're clearly saying no. As soon as I get the feeling from a person that I'm not worth their attention, their whatever it is, as soon as I get that feeling, I'm outie. I'm goodbye. And I do like that. I do like that for you, because you're so done with it, and you're not even, I think you're not even arguing much about it anymore. You are getting into arguing maybe by the end of the month, but as soon as Saturn and those planets are out of your sign in December, and that's very soon, you're done with this. You're done with the BS. This is powerful. This is powerful love reading for you. So let's see what my magic sparks matches have to say. Their little messages for you specifically, Capricorn. Oh, 2. Okay. It takes 2 to tango. That's also a message for you. Maybe if you're in a partnership, there is a message for each of you. I have write a letter to the next person who pops into your head. Wow. Well, that's always a good thing. Either you send them the letter or not. You know, it's not, you don't have to send it, but write it and then have the thoughts out, right? That's a very, very actually good advice. Thank you, universe. Because that can really help you arrange your thoughts and check your own thoughts and see where there is pieces missing. And then, ooh, that's cute. Plan a magic themed gathering to enjoy with friends. If you're really into magic, yeah, I think it's more like a indication to plan something nice with your friends. It doesn't, you know, I mean, if you're interested in magic, then do it. Just have some fun. Have a tarot reading. Have a seance. Buy a tarot deck. So yeah, here. But the letter, I think it's a very, very practical, nice advice. And I think you should go for it. And even if it's just like very short, you know, but what do you really want to say, and what is important, and what is new ideas also with the Science card here. Wow, I love this. Okay, one more card for you from my personal art postcard oracle deck. That's postcards I collect when I go to museums from artworks that I found specifically inspiring. Wonderful. We really do have the Botticelli coming out here. So Florence Gallery of the Uffizi Galleries. Botticelli, Primavera, what a painting. You have to see it in person, but incredible. Spring. We are not in spring yet, but you're a cardinal sign. And we are in the season, or we just were in the season of change. And spring is obviously bringing a fresh new air. We have a strong element here of air. We have also the Three of Cups kind of situation here, because the Three of Cups actually, ooh, interesting, huh? Maybe somebody is putting the attention to different people, but the Three of Cups in the tarot is actually inspired by this painting. Look at those three muses here. And it's about celebration. I think you're now really asked to celebrate, to bring change, to invite joy, to invite a fresh wind. And there it is where you can find new love and inspiration, because when you look at this card, I mean, that's what a beautiful painting. Can't even deal. When you look at this celebratory scene here with these three muses, look who's flying above them and who is having his arrow and his bow. So that's where the inspiration is, that's where love is, that's where the higher knowledge is. So I think it's safe for you now to go out, to celebrate, to have a good time, to get inspired by feeling free, by feeling sensual also, by feeling I would even say sexual, but more sensual in a way. And by allowing new understanding to grab you, by allowing inspiration to grab you, because this is kind of a Mercury card here, the wind, and he's grabbing her in a little bit of a non-consensual way. Well, different times. But you know, maybe that's also how inspiration hits sometimes. It's just out of nowhere, bam, and you're not even knowing if you want it at this time, but it might help you a lot. It might be a little bit of a shock. So beautiful. All right, Capricorn. Thank you for being here. Please, please, please like, subscribe, comment. You know, this is what helps me the most. If you subscribe, if you comment, if you share these videos, and if you know somebody who might enjoy my way of reading the tarot, please recommend me. You find all the information concerning regarding my private readings and personal readings, and also donating to this channel in the description box, and all the other good stuff that you need. And thank you so much for last week's video, for watching, and thank last month's video, and thank you for watching this video. And join me on Sundays, where I now started doing a weekly series in English for all the signs, where I talk about the next upcoming week for every sign in particular. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.